Hi, I'm Chris with Horsepower Freaks, and I'm here in our shop. These are the offices, my techs, and what we have down here is the Pro EFI harness for the Z4M. We have a turbo in that car, and we were just waiting on this bad boy for us to tune it and get the Z4M turbo kits, which are going to be exactly the same as the M3 turbo kit, same power. In fact, we even have more area in that car to fit the turbo, so we could run even bigger turbos in that car. But we've got everything to get that car going. Let me actually take you around, show you what is going on in our shop. Now that our right-hand drive, all of our development's done on that, we are putting it into production. One of the processes that you need to do is you need to create jigs. And the reason you create a jig is so that those parts can be replicated without actually having to test fit them on the car. So one of the things that you can see here, you can tell there's a lot of complex work, and each of these points needs to be met. You have tolerances that are larger, more open, that you can tolerate variance, and then because this car is the fitment is so tight that it requires quite a bit of spots where you need to make absolute sure that the fitment is going to be perfect. So here's a couple parts for the kit, and then we have a few more jigs over here. And normally you wouldn't need quite so many points, but this car is tight, so these parts have to be exactly precise for everything to fit. And it's just primarily because we're trying to put two turbos in an area that never was designed to have a turbo in it. But once they're in, it's a pretty sweet system. And those jigs are actually for the right-hand drive, which is this car here. Notice we have a mock-up version of our overflow tank. This actually works perfect. Our final production is going to be very clean, but you can see the overflow tank is now higher. And the way that we did it was we actually have this part is actually tank. So this actually works fantastic, and it is actually going to come down here as well. So John, what's going on with this car here?
This car right here, we're doing a Pro EFI E85 build. The harness got delayed a little bit, so we waited for the harness a tiny bit, and then the guy wanted a valve adjustment. I took the valve cover off to do a valve adjustment to realize that he has no head studs, and this was a motor that was previously built by another company that was supposed to be fully built, which it is. It's got pistons and rods in it, but it has no head studs, so at 25 pounds will easily blow the head off the car.
So
yeah, as soon as we get everything together for it, we should be able to throw it together pretty
and you're doing E85 on this, right?
Yeah, E85, it's flex fuel.
Okay.
If you look right here, it has our stage 3 fuel system in it, which is, we're very limited for space down here. The E85 sensor is fairly large, and if you notice, we made the bracket for it right here. It's welded to the
Oh, that's sweet.
to the tranny brace.
Okay. Very clean. What stage is this?
This is a stage 3. It's going to have a 71 billet E85.
But it's running his built motor.
Yes, it's running his built
Okay,
motor,
awesome.
yes.
Now what do we have going on with the Z4M? I showed them a picture of the harness.
Yeah, the Z4M harness finally got here. So as soon as we can get some of the other customers' cars wrapped up, we'll get back on the Z4M. We should be able to bang it out pretty quickly. We have all of our homework done, so we can just throw it together.
Awesome. And then what about the car next to that one?
Oh, that's Kevin Young's car. He had a stage 2.5 in the past, which he sold to somebody, some lucky buyer, and he recently just bought another M3, and he's having stage 1 put on it because he only plans on tracking the car on race gas only. And it's nice. It's got Porsche brakes on it.
Oh, that's cool.
It's got Porsche calipers on it, custom-made brackets. Really nice car. Very cool car.
Okay, now this is going with the HPF EMS?
HPF everything, yeah. Stage 1 HPF.
And how long is that? Typical install, just so customers
Typical
know.
install, stage 1, about 4 days, 5 days.
4 days, 5 days.
We're waiting on some OEM stuff to come for it because we like to put the car back to 100% factory. So there's some nuts and bolts that are missing and some clips and some things we need to get. But as soon as that gets here, we should be able to get it wrapped up pretty quickly and back to Kevin.
So what about the bad boy on the lift there?
That's Ray Thomas's car. It's running our stage 2 system, and he's going with Pro EFI E85. If you'll notice here, here's the soft speed. Here's the soft speed fuel system that we're installing here on the bracket. Here's the E85 sensor. We're waiting for a fuel filter to come in for it, and the harness for the Pro EFI, and we should be able to get this thing wrapped up as well.
Okay. What are you doing there on that guy?
This is a local customer of ours. He has a turbocharged, this is an 89 325i, which he turbocharged with the factory M20B25 motor. He wants me to make 15 pounds with it, which is estimated it's going to make about 350. Should be pretty fun.
What engine management is he running?
Megasquirt. He's got a Megasquirt.
Okay.
The E30 guys, they have a really cool way to do the Megasquirt. Basically, what they do is they take the factory computer and they gut it out, and they put the Megasquirt board in it. So if you look at this, when this is bolted up, this is a factory computer, factory connector, factory case. But if you flip it around, here's your boost input and your COM ports. Yeah,
Very
and once
cool.
that's actually bolted back in there, you can't even tell.
Awesome. Looks great.
Yeah, we should be able to make about 300, 350 with it. It should be a really fun car.
Okay, and what are we doing with that one there, the white one?
That's Evan's car. We're actually reverting it back to stock so we can sell the car, and the kit is going on somebody else's car.
Okay, and then what about our 335? What's the status on that?
Our 335 is actually having the exhaust manifold built right now, and the exhaust manifold is going to be built off of a 71 billet. So we can run anything as small as a 67 and anything as large as a 76, because the 76 is the same frame as a 71.
Okay, and when do we expect to get that turbo manifold in? I think we're looking at 2 weeks or less.
We're looking at have the car completed in the next few months.
Okay, awesome, great, thank you. A couple of months ago, we put the Pro EFI on the HPF car, and we have figured out a few things that need to be done. You need to have the O2 sensors in the exhaust stream, where the car goes into not really a limp mode, but a mode that makes it barely drivable. But now with the O2 sensors in the exhaust stream, the car runs great. We've put some time on it, and this car is running the Pro EFI EMS. So we're going to take it out a bit this weekend and make sure that everything's kosher, and I will be reporting back on that. So have a great weekend. Alright, I have a special surprise for all of you HPF turbo guys that want even more power than you have, even you stage 4 guys, and it is right here. This is our stage 1, 2, and 2.5 turbo. It's a 67. It runs an S cover, and you can see the exhaust housing here. Here is the Precision 8285 dual ball bearing turbo, and it is running a massive 1.2 AR on the exhaust side and the H cover. So you can see going in here how monstrous that intake opening is compared to this guy. So this is exciting, and the only reason we haven't put it on my car is because we've been, sorry Jason, we've been working to get that Pro EFI working right. Now it is working right. We're going to take this bad boy and stick it on there and turn up the boost. And I am not sure where we'll stop, maybe 35, 40 pounds. So that's going to be exciting, and let me see if I can get another angle on this. Look at the exhaust side. Holy moly. This is where you guys are going to go. Holy cow. But look at the difference between those openings. That's an 81 AR. This is a 1.2 AR. So all you guys that want to step up to power, let's step up to that. I also have something for the Z4M turbo kit guys to be excited about. Here's the Z4M Intercooler. The core is actually larger in dimensions than our E46 M3 turbo kit core. So this is going to easily flow 800 wheel. And what we do at first is we rapid prototype our end tanks. We get the core size done. We build a mock-up intercooler, which we've already done and is on the car. And then we outsource it. So this is intercooler right before we send it out to have a whole bunch made. Hey, just want to show you guys a few parts that we've got coming in now. These are our new performance fan clutches. So in M3s after 100,000 miles, or even sometimes I've seen it as 50,000 miles, you'll notice that your car, while it's running, the fan might not even be turning. And I mean, that's where they ultimately get to, but it's because there's a clutch in here. As you see, this is very hard to turn. And so what happens is, over time, that tension in there loosens up, and then your fan doesn't spin. And then guess what? Your car runs hot. So if your car is running a little bit hot, give us a call. We've got these in stock. Oil cooler cores. Got intercoolers. We've got 335 intercoolers. We've got our oil coolers. Those are just getting finished up right now. Our 335 intercoolers won't be in stock long. We got 50 of them in. They're out at polishing, and those are going to be awesome. We've just pretty much got everything in stock, from all the stuff you see here to methanol kits. We've got turbo manifolds in stock. If you're doing your own do-it-yourself turbo kit, a lot easier to buy one of our turbo manifolds and a lot cheaper than making a full mandrel bent stainless steel exhaust and trying to make it fit in that confined area. That's why we originally did that, and then we went away from that, and now we do cast manifolds. So, and they're ceramic coated, and the flow is amazing. I mean, we've made well over 1,000 horsepower, so you're not going to have to worry there. We've got everything from the couplers for the Big Daddy turbos, piping, and if you haven't got your carbon fiber stuff, definitely want to consider the carbon fiber intake pipe, carbon fiber air duct. And let's walk around this way, see what else we got here. Oh, don't forget your shirts. Got lots of the HPF shirts and hats. Those are really cool. And the hats have writing in the back, says powers everything. They're braided or flex fit, so let us know. Small, medium, or large, extra large. And then we have all the shirts as well with our new graphics. And oh, these are the oil coolers. Very nice pieces. And if you're where it's hot, even if you're where it's not hot, you should run one of these. I run one of these in the HPF race car. The oil coolant temp is always to the left. So that's just nice insurance, and when you're driving around, it's just nice to know that your car's not running too hot. So anyways, that's that. I've got some exciting news for you Z4M guys and the 135, 335 customers, because in those cars everybody seems to be burning up their clutches, and there aren't great alternatives, especially ones that can hold the power that our clutches do. So what we've done is we've designed this isn't it, but we've designed the 335, 135 clutch and the Z4M clutch based on the ceramic material that we run in all of our M3 clutches that hold, these things will hold up to 1,000 horsepower. So we've designed a new pressure plate that has significantly more clamp load, and new clutch center sections and new materials for the 135, 335 clutch. Now the Z4M clutch we've done is in our turbo Z4M, and that clutch is also going to hold, I would say conservatively, 800 wheel, 600 to 700 foot-pounds of torque. So you'll have that on both clutches. And the Z4M one, we can already ship. The 135, 335 clutch, our first prototype development for that one, is going to be installed in a car late next week. So stay tuned for more details.